channel. This is a new channel, and today I'm going to be doing a video on unit conversions. So the reason why I chose unit conversions is because it is a very confusing topic, especially when I first learned it. It was really confusing to me, and then I learned this trick. So I thought I would share it with you guys, and maybe it would help some of you. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to know before you start is a small phrase. King Henry died unusually drinking chocolate milk. To the K for kilo, K and king for K and kilo, H Henry hecto, D died deca, U unusually is just going to be the base unit, and I'll show you the units of this later. Then for D we have drinking for deci, C chocolate for centi, and then M for milli. There are other catchphrases, but this one is the most used. So for the base units, the units are grams, liters, and meters. So if we were to label kilo for the example problems, you would do kilogram, kiloliter, kilometer. Then for hecto it would be hectogram, hectoliter, hectometer. And for deca it would be decagram, decaliter, and decameter. And then for this is just the base unit, so I've already labeled it. Now for deci, we can have decigram, deciliter, decimeter. And the reason why deci is lowercase and deca is uppercase is because we can get confused because they both start with the D. And the reason why we don't do centi, well, you can do centi upper or lower, it doesn't really matter. You can do lower. You should mostly do lower, but it's okay because there isn't another C, so you won't be confused with centi. Same for milli. So for centi, it would be centigram, centiliter, centimeter. For milli, it would be milligram, milliliter, and millimeter. So now that we have learned the basics, we can go on to the example problems. And I'll show you how exactly to do the example problems. So let's get started. So first, let's take a look at our units for the example problems. So over here we have deci. The reason why we know it's deci is because there's a lowercase d. I couldn't do a lowercase here, but I did a lowercase over here. So deci, and then over here we have the lowercase c for centi. So now let's convert. So we're going to start with deci. So however your arrow is moving, so if you're going to move this way, you're going to go this way. And if you're going this way, you're going to move the decimal point that way. So let's write down 1.98 here. Now let's move. So if we're going from deci to centi, which is one way to the right. So let's move our decimal one way to the right. One point. So if we do it, you'll get 19.8. So that is going to be our answer. 19.8 centimeters, because you're going from, so you're converting deci to centi, so our answer will be 19.8 centimeters. So now for the next one. So for the next one, we have 675.09 hectometers to millimeters. So let's underline those, hecto and milli. So let's just show our arrows again, this way and this way. Oops. So let's write down the number 675.09. So now let's convert. So we're going from hecto to milli, and this time we're also moving to the right. If you're moving to the left, you're going to move it this way. If you're going to the right, you move it this way. So let's convert from hecto to milli. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is 5 spaces to the right. So we're going to move the decimal point 5 places to the right. So we have over here 1, 2, then we still need 3 more, so we can just draw empty spaces. Then we're just going to fill them in with zeros. So we're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Then you can just put a decimal point. So let's fill in the rest with zeros. So then let's see what our answer would be. Our answer would be 675.09. Oops, no. See, this is where I get confused too sometimes. It wouldn't be point here because we are writing our answer. 675.09. Then you have another 30,000 point. And you can also put another 0 over here if you want. It's not mandatory, but I just liked it so I don't get confused. Then our answer would be 675.09,000.0 millimeters. So now let's go on to the last one. So over here we're measuring in liters, not kilo, liters. So it's the same thing. We were measuring in meters in these two, but now we're just measuring in liters. It's the same thing. So now we're just going to look at these over here instead of the meters. So now let's do it. So let's write down this 622.3. Now we're going to go from kilo to the base unit, which is over here. Base unit is the U, and the K is for kilo. And also another thing that I forgot to mention is that you can also replace U with B. So then you would just be King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk instead of unusually. And B also will stand for the basic unit and U stands for the unit. So it's really up to you. So let's do this. We're going from kilo to liter. So we're going 1, 2, and 3. We're also going to the right here. We have 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to move our decimal point 3 times. And over here, we don't have enough spaces, so we're going to draw our lines as well. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. 2, 3. So then our answer would be 300.0 liters. So that would be our answer for the last problem. So it is really easy just as long as you get the concept. So if you're going to the left, then all you would have to do is do the same thing, but you're going to move to this way. So if I said I was going from liters to kilo here. So it would say 622.3 liters to kiloliters. Then I would just do the opposite. So we'll just write it down, 622.3. Then I start with my liters here. Then go 1, 2, 3. Then move it back 1, 2, 3. Then my answer would be 0.6223 liters. You could just put 0.6223 liters. So that would be the answer if I was going to the left. So this is really simple, and I hope you guys got it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.